RapidStudio friends, it's Chantal here, and today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite tips that are hopefully going to make making photo books for you a little bit faster, a little bit easier, and a lot more beautiful. Let's do it. We're all different and there's no right or wrong way to make your photo book. For me personally, I like to start my photo book project by organizing my photos first, where I have them stored on my computer. So I'll go to the file on my computer where I've downloaded the pictures from a photo shoot that I did or a holiday that I want to make a book about, and I will organize those first. Here I am on my computer where my photos are stored from this photo shoot. There's about 1,000 images in this folder. I obviously don't want to work with that many pictures. I want to shortlist it. There's two ways I know how to do that, or that I do it. There's many more. I can take a picture, I can right click on it, and I can rename it. I generally do that in so that it appears in the sequential order you want it to. The other thing I can do is create a new subfolder inside my image folder, and I'm going to just drag and drop or copy and paste, whatever you prefer, all the pictures that you want in your shortlist. Actually, I might call this my shortlist folder. And then once I'm in that, it's going to be really easy for me to load those shortlisted pictures into my album. And then we're ready to go. We're ready to start our project. So we're on the RapidStudio website. I'm going to make a hardcover photo book today. So that's where I'm going to navigate to. I'm going to choose an A4 landscape, and I love these semi-personalized cover upgrades. So I'm going to choose that. So now we're launching the editor. And the first thing we need to do is get our images into our project. I can give my project a little name up here. If I'm going to be finishing my project in one session, I would use this quick upload session. If I upload my images there, my images are only going to be available for this session only. If I want them to be able to be there when I log in again next, I need to add a gallery and create the gallery name there. I've already done that. And then you'll see it. This is the one I made earlier. So here I've created a new gallery. Next thing I need to do is upload the images. So I am going to where my images are stored, and I would have more than this shortlisted, but there's my shortlist. I'm going to select on those pictures, open, and you see they're going to populate here so that I can see my images. Now, first little trick I want to show you is if you find this display a little bit too small, you can click on this button here, and it's going to enlarge your images down the little toggle there. You can click that if you want to see them all at once, and this really tiny one if you've got supersonic eyesight. Now I have created my gallery. I've populated it with my shortlisted pictures, and I'm ready to start making my album. The first step we recommend you do is make your cover first. So it opens up to your cover, and you're just going to choose your the image that you'd like to use for your cover photo. You can grab this little icon here and center it. You can zoom. I'm going to show you these steps later, more broken down step by step. But there's my cover. Looks stunning. If I was making a printed cover, there'd be a few more options. Also, if I decided to change this cover style I wanted from the editor, I can do so. So, you know, maybe I wanted to save budget and I didn't want the cost of the cover upgrade. I could just click on this options button here and click from semi-personalized to printed. You can see my budget's gone down, or my cost has gone down. And here I am with a printed cover. Now, in the printed covers, we give you 3 options, and we highly recommend you use one of our cover option layouts. I'm going to show you what to do, and then I'm going to show you what I'm recommending you don't do. The reason we recommend one of our layout options is the cover making process for making the books needs to steal a little bit of your image to wrap around the edge to make it look nice. Things need to be centered perfectly. What might look centered on your screen might not actually be centered in the way we make the book in the factory. And the way we've made it here is just perfect. So here is where printed layout, you're going to choose one of these 3 options. This one, and this one. And you can tweak it. Don't worry about how it's displaying there. It's just being a bit dwarf. So I'm going to grab my picture there that I want to use as my cover picture. Beautiful. It's full bleed. It's bleeding off the edge. It's going to look stunning. And then I'm going to throw in a picture that I'd like to use on the back page. I'll just throw, there you go, that's nice. And now we've got some text here. Now I can't see that text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it, dial it back and make it white. So I've got a good contrast between the background and the text so that I can see that nicely. That font's a bit boring. I want a more romantic font for a wedding. So I'm going to scroll through these until I'm happy with a font. And there we go. Good contrast. I can see it nicely. I don't want my book title to be book title. So I'm going to double click it and say, give my book a title. And there's a subtitle here. You can use it or you can choose not to use it. I might put in our wedding date there. It's coming up as gray as the auto. I'm going to change that to match white, and I'm going to put it into our nice romantic font. I find that to look a little bit small, I'd like to make a bit bigger. So I'm going to increase the font size and make sure these two pieces of information don't conflict with one another. That looks pretty nice. If I want to see it a little bit up close, I can press this button that zooms in, or I can press this preview button that's going to allow me to see it in full screen. And I think that looks really nice. I might actually move the date down a little bit, or I might decide, you know what, I don't want a subheading. I'm going to delete it altogether and I'm going to move that down. Always keep your text inside this green line. Green line's the safe area. It's just a reminder your edge is coming up. Don't push important content really close to the edge. It doesn't look nice. So there is my cover. That's in a full bleed option. Let's say we don't like that. Let's try another option. That's pretty cool. Same thing again. I can change my book title. Perfect. Now I'm going to show you what not to do, which will send our production team into a nightmare. If you delete everything here and you add your own placeholders for your own picture, you know, this is what a lot of people do. They'll do something that looks kind of cool, but the edges from here to here are not going to be the same. It might look the same to your eye, but it's not going to be. Or you might just fill it up to the edge of the page, not realizing we need bleed. We need a lot extra of your picture actually to go over the edge to come around the other side of the book. So it might look nice to you on your screen, but you're going to be disappointed by the outcome. When you see it printed, you're going to have a little white line there. It's not going to be nice. So you can do it that way. I'm showing you, I might regret showing you how to do it if you're being frustrated by the limitations on the layouts. However, I really strongly recommend you use the layouts. Once you've deleted it, you've got to start again. It doesn't come back. So just remember that. Oh, this is also cool, the spine. Don't forget to give your spine a title. You can make your spine in the nice romantic font as well, and that's really pretty and nice feature. Our cover's made. The next thing is to populate our album with all of our pictures. And the question is to autofill or not to autofill. Autofill is going to take my pictures over here on the left-hand page and populate the whole book with the pictures in that order. Generally, when our pictures are sequential, that works really well, and it gives us a really good, quick base to start from, and you can start tweaking your pictures without the job of clicking and dragging everything through. So I really like that feature. Some do, some don't. I'll show you the manual option. Manual, your pages here, you just click on the page you want to start working on, and you click and you drag your pictures across that you want to have on that page. And you can center them as you go. And that's manual. Let's undo that and look at what happens for autofill. So autofill is this little magical wand here. And I'm going to click that. Let's see what happens. That was really fast. It populated my album with my pictures. So for example, this hasn't worked. That wouldn't be what I would put there. This hasn't really either. But this page on autofill came up pretty nice. I might tweak 1 or 2 pictures, but this is pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with that. And now if I don't like something, I'm going to go through and I'm going to tweak them here. I might decide, you know what, I actually want more pictures on this page. So I'm going to change my layout and I'm going to choose a different layout. And then I'm just going to start putting the pictures in that I would like to have there. And so on and so forth. And that's autofill versus manual. Pretty easy. My favorite tool when I'm making a photo book is the little Organize button. It's a small little arrow in the corner of your screen you might not have seen before. It's kind of a little bit hidden. And when you click on that button, it unlocks a whole bunch of features that I find really helpful when I'm making my book. Let me show it to you. Here's my favorite feature. If I hover over this, it says Organize Pages. Yes, please. And what you get is a beautiful layout of all the pages in your book. And there's a few things you can do here. First of all, you can pick up any picture and reorder it. So for example, I've got the boys getting ready here first in this wedding book that I'm making. I want to show the girls getting ready first. So I'm going to pick up the pictures of the girls getting ready and see that blue vertical line that appears that shows where I'm dumping the new order of the album. I'm going to go grab all girl getting ready pictures and I'm much happier with that order. The other thing I can do is if, say, I like a particular page layout, like I think we all end up with layouts that are our favorites. So for example, let's go and have a look at this one a bit closer. I'm going to close my organized screen thing. I'm going to go to that page and show you that layout. That's beautiful. I've got one picture filling the whole left-hand side of my book, and then I've got placeholders for 5 pictures showing the 5 bridesmaids. Beautiful. I really like that layout. I want to use it again for the groomsmen or for, you know, anything else. I like that one. So I'm going to click on my Organize button. And what I can do is I click on that. I know I've clicked on it when there's a little blue line around it, and I'm going to click the duplicate button. And there you go. You've got it. Then again, I don't want to have it here. Obviously, I'm going to move it to wherever it is in the book, maybe where the boys are. And then I'm going to go and get my boy pictures, and I'm going to edit that picture and pull in whatever pictures I want to show on that page. The other thing you can do is delete pages. So say something's just not working, you can click, you've got the blue ring around it, and you click the delete button and it's gone. The other thing you can do here is you can add pages. If you want more pages in your book, you just click the little add page button here. Keep adding it until you've got enough. The other way I do like to add pages, though, is with the duplicate button, because it's essentially adding a page, but it's doing it in the layout that you want. So that's also a nice way to do that. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've got loads more tips I'd love to share with you. So tune in next time and we'll carry on making this beautiful album together. Happy photo book making.